Thanks to all of you for your kind cooperations. Today our journey is the wealthiest planet, the Jupiter, Devguru Brihaspati, the planet of wisdom, the planet of intelligence, planet for the children growth, planet for the higher educations. It is the Jupiter. So here the placement of Jupiter is very important. Jupiter is the signification house, first house, second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house. When this placement is there of Jupiter, it gives the blessings. But Karak Bhav Nashayo, so that is when in this placed, like in fifth house, Jupiter is posited singly. That thing can be there, but if Jupiter in conjunction with other planet, that problem not arise. So conjugated Jupiter in significant house is more important than single Jupiters. Now we are discussing about two things about Jupiters. Jupiter placement, as it is ascendant or lagna from this house, third house from the Jupiter, very important. Fifth house from the Jupiter and ninth house from the Jupiter. This is one types of thoughts. Second thought, whatever may be position of the Jupiter, that may be beneficial or not beneficial. Trik bhav also. But aspect, the fifth aspect for nurturing, seventh aspect for cooperations, ninth aspect for fortune will be there. Whatever may be the placement of Jupiter, that may be Thik Bhav also. So Jupiter is very important planet. Now today's journey, we are not out going every house of the Kalpurusha Kundali, what will be the effect of Jupiter, that will be discussed. Together with, from Jupiter the third house, from Jupiter the fifth house, from Jupiter the ninth house to be discussed. And at the end, we take three charts of three wealthiest person of the world for discussions. Now coming to the chart for today's journey. Coming to the Kalpurusha Kundali. Jupiter may be placed anywhere, first house, second house, third house, fourth house, fifth house, sixth house, and so on, 11th house, 12th house. It will no doubt gives impact on the native's life. Jupiter is beneficial planet. Now, the thinking is different in different position also. Jupiter's signification placement is first house, second house, fifth house, ninth house, 11th house, highly important. And also in the fourth house, Jupiter in Cancer sign exalted, and 10th house also giving good results. So almost all house, Jupiter giving good result except the Thik Bhava 6, 8, 12. That is also may be considerable when the aspect is coming and Jupiter being the house lord, then that phenomenon will be there. Suppose Jupiter is the lord of second house and 11th house and exalted in 6th house, then Jupiter placement in 6th house, but it is the lordship of second house and 11th house, so very important. So Thik Bhav not always negligible. We have to consider it lordship of which house Jupiter is there. So this is very important. Second thing, when Jupiter is placed in particular house, it three aspect. Fifth aspect, just like children nurturing. Seventh aspect, just like co-part with the spouse. And ninth aspect for fortune will be there. Together with Without the aspect, placement also important. Third from Jupiter is very important. Third house already activated going to the Jupiter placement in first house. Fifth house activations and ninth house activation is there. This is another view. So aspect view is there and placement view is there. Now another thing is that when Jupiter is placed in signification house like Jupiter in fifth house, if Jupiter singly placed, then Karako Bhav Nashayo, that may be there. But if Jupiter in conjugation with other planet, like Venus, Mercury, other planet, then Karako Bhav Nashayo not take place. So this is very important. Jupiter in conjugation more important than singly placed Jupiter. Now, in our Kalpurusha Kundali, Jupiter when placed in the first house, it gets directional strength. Just like Mercury, Jupiter also gets directional strength in first house. First house, what is first house? First house is the ascendant lagna, that means the body strength. The natives self-expression. Native get wisdom of Jupiter. Native get intelligence of Jupiter. Native so enrich himself and get the destiny, get the goal of life. So this is very important. But as the first house get energy, fifth, seventh and ninth get energy by aspect. And third house get energy by its presence. Third house increases courage, increase is wisdom, increase is intelligence, increase its communication, skill, willpower, media, sibling, all support will be there. When Jupiter is placed in the first house, third house will be so much activated. Now Jupiter when placed in second house, very important placement. Jupiter is the significator of wealth and placed in the second house, that is the finance house. In Kalpurusha Kundali, ownership goes to Venus. When Jupiter is placed there, Jupiter gives too much wealth to the native. If Jupiter in the Cancer sign exalted, that will give so much wealth, prosperity in life. That is there. If Jupiter in Parent's house, that will be important in Leo. Jupiter in own sign like Sagittarius or in Pisces, giving good results. And from second house, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the sixth house. Sixth house of competitions. Sixth house, rogue, green, repo. Sixth house, day-to-day work. Jupiter gives the fifth aspect on sixth house. Native will be hard-working, dedicated, disciplined. So this is very important. Fifth aspect. And seventh aspect coming to the eighth house. Eighth house of inheritance. Eighth house of transformation. Easily transformation from wrong to heaven. And eighth house is the occult science, astrology. All knowledge will be there. So this is very important. And Jupiter ninth aspect coming to the 10th house of professions, career. Native will be very much serious about his profession, about his career. So this is very important one. When Jupiter in second house, as the placement, third from Jupiter, that means fourth house, will be activated. And fifth from second, that is sixth house, will be activated. And ninth from Jupiter, that is 10th house, will be activated. So owing to the placement of Jupiter in second house, fourth house will be activated, sixth house will be activated, and 10th house will be activated. This is house-wise activations. Fourth house means mother care, fourth house means luxury, fourth house means comfort, fourth house means vehicles, fourth house means real estate business. All will be there when Jupiter in the second house. And owing to the second house Jupiter, sixth house gets activation. Here the native easily repay the loan, debt. Native also tackle the raw green repo and also crack the competitive examinations. Jupiter when second house by positions, 10th house will be activated. Native may be a good administrator. Native may be a great teacher. Native may be a great professor. Native may be a great leader. All will be there when second house Jupiter placement is there. Now suppose Jupiter is placed in the third house. Now aspect point of view, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect come into the seventh house. And seventh aspect on the ninth house. And ninth aspect on the 11th house. So aspect point of view, seventh house will be activated, ninth house will be activated, 11th house will be activated. And just by placement of Jupiter, first, second, third, fifth house will be activated, and fifth house, that is seventh house, will be activated, and ninth house, that is 11th house, is activated. So placement of Jupiter also important, and the aspect always, whatever may be the placement of Jupiter, Jupiter may be in Papkatari, Jupiter may be in Malefic conjunction, Jupiter may be in Trik Bhava, but aspect always important. Three aspects of Jupiter, fifth aspect, seventh aspect, and ninth aspect. This is very important. Suppose Jupiter is placed in the fourth house. It is in Kalpurusha Kundali, Cancer sign, Cock Rashi. Jupiter will be exalted in the house of Moon. And from here, the fifth aspect, first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect on the 8th house. 8th house gets the fifth aspect of Jupiter, house aspect of nurturing. And 7th aspect on the 10th house of professions. And 9th aspect on the 12th house to the foreign land and also expenditures. So this is very important in viewpoint of aspect, drishti. Another thing is there, owing to the placement of Jupiter in 4th house, there is some impact on the native chart. That is the 3rd house from Jupiter. First, second, third house, the 6th house. 5th house, that is the 8th house. And 9th house, that is the 12th house, will be activated. That is another viewpoint. Aspect is important. Together with the placement of Jupiter, some house will be get higher energy for activations. This is very important. Another example, suppose Jupiter in the 5th house of knowledge, 5th house of creativity, 5th house of progeny, 5th house of children, 5th house of wealth, 5th house of speculative business, 5th house of higher education, 5th house of entertainment. Jupiter is placed there. What will be the impact from aspect point of view? First, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the 9th house. 9th house will be activated by 5th aspect. 7th aspect going to the 11th house. And 9th aspect on the Lagna. So from aspect point of view, these three places, 8th house, 11th house and Lagna, will get the energy of Jupiter. And as the placement of Jupiter, Jupiter from 3rd, that means 7th house, also get activated. Jupiter from 5th, 9th house also activated. So 3rd, 5th and 9th, that is important one, and 9th means the Lagna, when Jupiter in 5th house. So this is very important one. Placement of Jupiter and aspect of Jupiter. Both are very important. If Jupiter is present in 5th house, signification house of Jupiter, then here Karak Bhav Nashaya may be applied. But if Jupiter in conjugation here with, like other planets, like suppose Venus, then here Karak Bhav Nashaya not applied. Now coming to the 6th house. When 6th house Jupiter is posited, generally it is the Trik Bhav, not very good. But here Jupiter, the raw green Ripu, if Jupiter is exalted here in Cancer sign or own sign in Pisces or Sagittarius, Jupiter easily can overcome the disease and repay the loan and crack the competitive examination herewith. And here condition is that the 6th lord should be well placed in the chart, the dispositors. Not only that, from here the aspect point of view, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th aspect on 10th house of professions. Jupiter from 6th house, the 5th aspect coming to the 10th house of profession. Native will be very careful about the profession or career. 7th aspect on the 12th house of expenses and foreign travel, foreign link, all are there. And from here 9th aspect coming to the 2nd house of accumulation of money, finance, wealth. So all will be theirs. Now Jupiter when coming to the 7th house. From 7th house aspect point of view, the 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th aspect coming to the 11th house of success, profit, gain. 7th aspect on the own self, that means Lagna. And 9th aspect coming to the 3rd house, that means courage. Native will be beneficial. And position point of view, from Jupiter, the 3rd position is 9th house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd. So 9th house activity will be energized. 5th position is the 11th house. 11th house will also be energized. And 9th position, that is also energized herewith, that is the 3rd house in Kalpurusha Kundali. In this way, where Jupiter is posited, giving the blessings. Generally, in other Trik Bhava, 8th house, Jupiter is not very good herewith, since it is the one of the Trik Bhava, Jupiter is the Subha Graha. But if Jupiter is placed in here in Cancer sign, exalted, or in sign of Sagittarius or Pisces, giving 5th aspect, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th on expenses, that is restricted and well expense will be there for wealth purpose. Now expense here, when Jupiter when placed in the 8th house of transformations, 7th aspect, 5th aspect here, 6th, 7th aspect on the 2nd house of accumulation of money. And Jupiter 9th aspect coming to the wealth, mother care, vehicles, comfort, luxury, all will be theirs. So from 8th house, Jupiter blessings by aspect point of view, it's very nice. It activated so many houses by 5th aspect, 7th aspect, 9th aspect. And when Jupiter is posited in the 8th house, as per position, 3rd house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, that is 10th house, will get energy. 5th house, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th also get energized. And 9th house is the fourth house, that will also get energy. So position point of view and aspect point of view, both are important in case of Jupiter. When Jupiter is posited in the ninth house, it is own house. It is the house of Guru, house of religion, house of spirituality, house of father, house of higher learning. Jupiter is posited therewith. If Jupiter singly posited herewith, then Karak Bhav Nashaya may be applied. But if Jupiter in conjunction with other planet like Moon, like Mercury, like Venus, then Karak Bhav Nashaya not applied. Now from ninth house as for position, it will activate the third house, that 11th house, and fifth house, that is the Lagna, the native's own self, and ninth aspect, it is coming on the fifth house of talent. So aspect point of view, ninth position Jupiter in conjunction gives too much beneficial effect. Also in the position point of view, third position, fifth position and ninth positions. Now Guru in the 10th house. 10th house, Guru is very beneficial for teaching profession, professor. It may be surgeon, it may be doctor, it may be engineer. All cases, it gives good effect. But actually, in Kalpurusha Kundali, this house belongs to the, ownership goes to the Saturn, 10th and 11th. That is Capricorn and Aquarius. So here Jupiter is not feel very much beneficial. Here is the karma, house of karma. Jupiter is the lord of dharma, moksha. So that's why here Jupiter not feeling very easy. But a native gets so much blessing of divine. Now when Jupiter come to the 11th house, Jupiter also signification of 11th house. Native gets so much profit, gain, etc. All point of views. And from here also the first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the third house of courage. Native will be courageous. Native gets support of sibling. Native gets support of media. Native gets support of willpower and others. From here, 7th house coming to the 6th house of day-to-day work. And 9th aspect on the 8th house. So, it is very important position of Jupiter in 11th house. It is called Ekadashe Viraspati. Very important terms. Now Jupiter went 12th house. It is also significant house of Jupiter. House of moksha, house of liberations, house of spirituality. Native here also linked with the foreign nations for social research work. This is very beneficial houses. And from here, the first, second, third, fourth, fifth aspect coming to the fourth house of family happiness. Some native feels that Jupiter is posited there in the 12th house or 8th house or 6th house, not good, but it is so much 12th house Jupiter sometimes gives the blessing to the family. Family happiness will be there. So not to have worried about 6th, 8th, 12th, the three bhava. Jupiter always gives the divine blessings to the native by different ways. When house is not good, but aspect is there, so that aspect is always beneficial to the native, whatever position of Jupiter may be. Now coming to the chart of Sundar Pichai, the CEO of Google, date of birth 12 July 1972, place of birth Madurai, time of birth 12 a.m. midnight. What happens in this chart? The ascendant is Pisces, mean Lagna, and zodiac sign is Cork, Cancer sign. Now what is unique with respect to the today's discussions? Jupiter. The Jupiter is the ascendant lord, Lagna lord, and also the 10th lord. So Jupiter is 10th lord and Lagna lord and placed in Sagittarius sign, own sign. making Raj Yoga. First Lord, 10th Lord, 10th Lord in own sign. So this is very strong position of Jupiter in the chart of Sundar Pichai, giving so much wisdom, wealth, intelligence, success, all are provided by the strong Jupiter in the 10th house. Not only that, the Jupiter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th aspect in the house of accumulation of money, house of wealth, house of family happiness is there. Jupiter 7th aspect on the Sun in the 4th house, rising his family status. Jupiter Sun conjunction at 180 degree. Now coming to that point. And 5th house, Moon is posited in own sign. 5th Lord in own sign. That is so much talented. Not only that, with Moon, Mercury, Mars, Ketu, all 4 planets aspecting the 11th house of success. This is very important. And in the 3rd house, house of creativity, house of courage, house of willpower, there Saturn, Venus is posited in Taurus sign, giving too much prosperity to the life, in the life of Sundar Pichai. And 4th house, Sun, 10th house, Jupiter, making Jupiter Sun conjunction at 180 degree. So much energy is there, so much action is there, so much wisdom is there, so much prosperity is there. Jupiter Sun conjunction. So this is very strong chart of Sundar Pichai, where Jupiter is very much important planet and strengthful to activate the chart. Coming to the chart of Elon Musk, world at present richest person. Date of birth 28 June 1971. Time of birth 12 a.m. midnight. Place of birth Pretoria, South Africa. Ascendant Lord, the Pisces Jupiter, and 10th house Lord Sagittarius sign Lord Jupiter. Both the Lord, 1st house Lord and 10th house Lord posited in 9th house of a Scorpion sign. The Jupiter is placed there. So that makes Raj Yoga. Jupiter also makes Raj Yoga in the chart of Elon Musk, the richest person of the world. Not only that, Jupiter 5th aspect, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th on the Lagna, strengthen the native strength, native body strength, native self-deed, native's appearance, personality, enhanced by Jupiter. And Jupiter 7th aspect coming to the 3rd house on Venus Saturn conjunctions. Here Jupiter is Jeev Karoka. Here Saturn is the karma, Venus is the wealth. So Saturn Venus wealth giving in this chart. Saturn Venus conjunction in Taurus sign. Not only that, in the 4th house of wealth, 4th house of mother care, 4th house of vehicles, 4th house of comfort, Sun Mercury Budhaditya Yoga. And both the planet Mercury and Sun aspecting the 10th house of profession by 7th aspect. In the 11th house, Mars is exalted in Capricorn sign. That Mars giving the 7th aspect on the 5th house of talent, where Ketu is posited. Ketu gives new technology in different types of business, SpaceX, X, or electronic car, etc. All endeavor he gets success. So this is the gate chart and Jupiter placement. Jupiter placed in the 9th house, so 9th, 10th, 11th house will be activated, 3rd from Jupiter. And 5th from Jupiter, it is the Lagna. And 9th from Jupiter. This is the 7th, 8th, 9th. It is the 9th house will also be activated. It is the 5th house. 9th house is the 5th house from the Lagna. That means from Jupiter it is the 9th, from Lagna it is the 5th. So this chart is unique, and Jupiter makes Raj Yoga since it is the lords of first house and 10th house posited in 9th house. To the chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos, one of the richest person of the world, owner and founder of Amazon. Date of birth 12 June 1964. Time of birth 11 a.m. Place of birth Albuquerque, Mexico. Here ascendant is Pisces and 10th house lord is Jupiter. Both first lord and 10th lord posited in first house. So Jupiter is very strong. Here also making the Raj Yoga. Now Jupiter giving the fifth aspect on fifth house of talent, wealth, children. Seventh aspect on people, seventh aspect on spouse, and ninth aspect on his fortune, futures. All are there. Now in the 10th house supporting Sun, Mercury, Buddhaditya Yoga is there. 11th house is very strong. Here Mars is exalted in Capricorn sign, and sign lord Saturn is also posited there. So success rate is very high in case of Jeffrey P. Bezos. 11th house, highest Upachaya Bhav, very strong in the chart. 11th house is strong, highest Upachaya Bhav, and Rahu and Ketu both are very strong in the chart. Rahu in Gemini sign and Ketu in Sagittarius sign, very strong. So this is the strong chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos. Her Jupiter is posited in the first house, getting directional strength. And by the placement of Jupiter, third house of creativity, creations, third house of communication, third house of skill is increased. Fifth house, children and wealth also increased by the position of Jupiter in first house. And ninth house also activated by the position of Jupiter in first house. So this is the great chart of Jeffrey P. Bezos, owner of Amazon.